Hello, welcome back to Cherokee's channel. Y'all know what it is. It's a cook with me. I am making some enchiladas, burritos, or tostadas. Now, I'm going to show you guys, sis, how I do my meat to where you could do 3 different meals, okay? And when I say 3 different meals, that's what I mean by enchiladas, burritos, or tacos, okay? My hands are washed off camera. I am putting my meat in the skillet. And I make enough for like at least 2 days, okay? And what I do is I like to spread my meat out. What are you guys cooking tonight on Thursday night dinner? You won't see my ugly face. You just hear my voice. And I already chopped up what I needed to chop up, which is some onions to go in my meat. That's my green onions to go on top of my enchiladas. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this lettuce. Okay? So, let's go ahead and slide the onions into the meat as well. Okay? I have no seasoning over there. Big fish, what are you going to season your food with? Well, I'm going to use seasoning salt. Okay? I mean, everybody make their food different. So, whatever you like to put in your food is what you put in your food. Whatever to your taste is to your taste. Let me preheat my oven for my enchiladas on 350. I just turned that on. Usually, I can't even say that word, sis. I do not season my meat until I drain it. And I don't know why I just did that, but running my mouth. But that's how it is when you cooking. Woo! Let's get this all cooked and happy together so we can put in our refried beans, because that's why I said you could do 3 different meals, okay? Because once I drain my meat, I am going to add in my refried beans, okay? You'll see that too. Usually I put red crushed peppers, but I don't know if my daughter wants her burrito spicy, so, you know, one minute they want something one way, the next minute they tripping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that is. Okay, so I'll see you guys when I get ready to drain and put my refried beans in here. Okay, my meat is almost ready to be drained, so we could go ahead and add in the refried beans. My water is over here ready for the Spanish rice. This is the Spanish rice I am using. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in. Okay. Give that a little stir. And then we're going to let that go to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer. We're going to, actually we're going to put a top on it and let it simmer. Okay, sis. So we got that going as a simmer. We're going to put that top on. Let's turn that fire down. Let it simmer till it's done. And let's go ahead and drain this meat right quick. I'll be right back. Drain it. Okay, sis, like before I said, I don't like to put my seasoning in there because you drain it out. But now I'm putting in my refried beans. Half of the can, not all of it, because we want to save some for the side for, you know, our for our rice, to eat with our rice. Right? Right. So I'm going to add in a little water with that. So we'll get this all happy together. And the reason why I do my meat like this, sis, is because, like I said, ooh, slow down. Like I said, you can have 3 meals in one. You can have burritos with this meat, enchiladas, or tostadas. Because they all have beans in them. Now, some of you guys might make your enchiladas with just meat and cheese. That's boring to me, sis. No, I don't like that. It's dry for one. Usually I put jalapenos in this as well, but today I'm not doing that. I'm just going to put some red crushed peppers in the enchiladas when I get ready to roll them, when I get ready to show you. Let me add just a little bit more water. Just a little. Because I'm about to add in a seasoning pack. Now, since I don't have enchilada seasoning pack, I'm going to have to go ahead and use a burrito seasoning pack. Don't make a difference. It's all the same thing. Right? Seasoning, seasoning. I'm going to add this in. Don't matter because I'm doing enchiladas and tostadas. Seasoning is seasoning, baby. Trust and believe. You'll learn that. Okay? Now we got that in there. Let's go ahead and switch that all up. Can y'all see it? Okay. I don't want you to see me, but you can see the food. Now, you don't want your meat watery. Because like I said, you're making burritos, enchiladas, and tostadas. 3 meals and 1 out of this meat. You see how it look? The beans and the meat. Girl, if you ain't tried it before, try it. Now, this is how Big Sis do hers. We are going to go ahead and turn that off because that's done. That is done. Yes, ma'am. Wipe some of this off up. Let's check on our rice because our rice is over here cooking. Okay. You don't want to keep stirring your rice. Just let it cook. Keep stirring your rice, then you're going to make it mushy. And I'll see you guys when I get ready to start rolling the enchiladas. Okay, sis, what I'm about to do now, I have opened up my enchilada sauce, and I'm going to pour just a little in here because this is where I'm putting my enchiladas, so I can have some sauce at the bottom. And I'm going to pour the rest in here, okay, just like this, so I could dip my shells. Now, I'm not using the shells that I have to fry and roll, right? I like mine with flour shells, okay? So, my rice is almost done. Well, actually, it's pretty much done. So, we're going to let that sit. And we're going to go ahead and spread out. Oh, let me get my cheese because I left my cheese in the fridge. I am using sharp cheese for my enchiladas, okay? So, I turned off, I got my refried beans right here. That's left over, so I have that there. And we're going to go ahead and spread this juice out like this. So we can have some enchilada sauce. I said juice, Lord. At the bottom. Okay, so let me turn off. The rice is turned off. So let's get the wrapping. I mean, not wrap, but rolling these burritos. And I am going to make about 3 burritos. I'm going to make 3 burritos. 1.5 for now for me and 1.5 for later. Tomorrow or however. But this is the flour shells I am using. They're pretty small. So what I do is I take it. This is it. Okay. And I dip it. My meat right here. Let me take this off. This is my meat. This could get really messy, okay? So what I do is I dip my shell. Can you guys see this? Just like that. Dip it all in the sauce. Get it all coated. And what I do is I bring it over here. Let me make sure my cheese is open. Okay. Sorry. So I start loading it up with my meat. Okay. You see that? This is how I make my enchiladas. You do your enchiladas the way you want to do your enchiladas. That's your stomach. That's your household. Whatever. And then once I put the meat in there, I like to put my red crushed peppers. Because sometimes my daughter don't be wanting her food spicy all the time. But me, I love spicy. So, once I do that, turn you a little, I add in my cheese. Mind you, I already got my heater, my oven preheated, and then I roll it. Just like that. This is where I say it's going to get messy. Because my hands is going to have sauce. Now, I'm going to reach for my other. Why wash my hands? Because I'm about to dip it anyway in the sauce. So, and this is how I make my burritos and enchiladas. Well, enchiladas right now. So, you guys seen how I make my my burritos already. So now let me wash my hands. Now I'm about to pick this spoon up. Let me wash my hands now. Because I don't want to dip my saucy hands in the cheese neither. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead. Put our meat. Like I said, clean hands now. Put my cheese. Oh, wait, hold on. With my forgot my red crushed peppers. Don't be forgetting. Now we want to put our cheese. As much as you want, up to you. And then we roll again. And now we still got red sauce on our hands. Once again, one more time, I am going to dip and roll in the sauce. No need to warm up your sauce. It's going to get warm. It's going to get hot and stuff inside of the oven when it cooks. Okay? So now, let me wash my hands again because I have seasoning on it, sauce. Okay. Right. You guys, let me tell you something right quick. I had made my dad enchiladas different from mine, right? Because he was like, oh, I just want meat or whatever, right? So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to put refried beans in mine, you know. So after everything got done, and my pops was eating his, all he had was meat and cheese. He didn't have refried beans because I put refried beans in my enchiladas, as you guys can see. So he was like, why my burrito don't look like yours? I said, you said you only wanted meat and cheese. Wash my hands. So what I did was, y'all, I let my pops taste my enchiladas with the refried beans in it and the meat and the cheese, right? You know what he told me? Now, why you didn't fix my burrito? Why you didn't fix my enchilada like that? Girl, he got mad. I'm like, Pops, you told me you only wanted meat and cheese. Girl. Okay, so now this is what my enchiladas is looking like. Now I'm about to put the red sauce on top and put it in the oven. And I'm about to show you what that's going to look like right now. I won't be putting the cheese in there until after it cooked for at least 15 minutes, okay? So this is my enchiladas without the cheese and everything on it. And I'll see you when I turn this camera back on. Okay, sis, now that I have pulled the enchiladas out, I am going to put a little extra more sauce on top. Then I'm going to put the cheese. It came out all bubbly. It's not bubbly now, but so we done with the sauce. We can put that to the side. And we're going to go ahead and dress it with our cheese. Whatever kind of cheese you would like, it's up to you. And I like green onions. And I like chopped olives on mine. So let me show you what that's going to look like. Like I said, I'm the only one eating the enchiladas. My daughter, she want burritos. So I'm not even going to show y'all her burrito because I showed you guys that before. So I showed you guys how I made wet burritos and stuff before. So I'm not going to do that again tonight. Because for simple fact, it takes up too much time in the video. And, girl, I want to eat. My fat ass hungry. Shoot. Okay? Now I'm about to put in my, guess I'm using my hands because this is my food. My olives. Do you guys like olives on your enchiladas? To me, it's not enchiladas without all this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. So that's what that's looking like. Wash my hands. Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this back in the oven. And this is what it's looking like before I put it back in the oven. I'm going to let that sit in there for about at least 5 minutes. And once that come out, I'll be ready to plate. Okay, sis, I am back. Food is now plated. And I have my enchiladas right here. I have my refried beans with cheese right here. I also have my Spanish rice right here. Now, I like lettuce on top of my enchiladas. I don't know how you guys like yours. But this is my dinner for tonight. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I have taught you something with cooking with me tonight on how I do things different, you know, with the meat and the refried beans. I don't know if that's how you guys do yours, but I don't like my enchiladas with just meat. You see how I look with refried beans and the meat? Yes, ma'am. I told you, fat people know how to cook. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on my next Cook With Me. Bon appetit. I'm about to chow down. I'm about to tear you apart.